Hey, what's up, guys? This is my 2-year update on my tank. I've had this Reef tank going ever since I moved to El Paso. I moved here about 2.5 years ago. So it's been right around 2 years. My math might be a little bit off. I'll have to check back. But it's been running right at about 2 years. As you all know, I run this tank with no skimmer. It's just, macroalgae and whatnot, and then I use bacterial additives to clean out the tank every couple of months. Well, this tank has been through a lot of changes over the past 7 or 8 months. As some of the viewers know that I had some financial problems that had me sell off a few of my tanks, and I ended up selling off some of my coral. I just don't want you guys thinking that my coral died or anything like that. I just had to frag a lot of it and sell some whole pieces. But other than that, everything's good. An update on the anemone, though. While I was out of town, I was dosing alkalinity, and I think I wrote the directions down wrong, and the tank got overdosed. So it killed my long tentacle anemone, and it did a pH crash on the tank. It shot the pH up too fast, and I lost half of my azure damsels. My large clown that was a mate to this clown right here, which is now hosting this cult coral, he dive bombed out of the tank and was behind the sump when I got home, and he was dried up, so I lost him. But that was about it for casualties. I still have my purple dotty back from that purchase from Live Aquaria, and I still have a few of the azure damsels swimming around. And all of my angels and my tangs and everything else are doing good. My mushrooms have grown out of control. They're spreading everywhere, all over the tank. So I might need to put some different corals down here that may prevent them from spreading any further. But I don't know. It's pretty cool. I like the hairy mushrooms. They look really cool. My leather here, as you can see, there's a little, it's molting right now, and it's fragging itself, so it's about to drop off a little bud. And it dropped off another bud that's fell down here, and that's right there. I'm probably going to put that on a plug and give it to someone. Right now I'm doing a treatment on the tank before I go out of town. I got to go out of town again. So I'm doing the bacterial treatment. I actually put some ChemiClean in here, because ChemiClean's not only for cyanobacteria, it also it cleans sludge and different things off of your aquarium. So if you're not using a skimmer, you can use those bacterial additives and whatnot, and basically kind of scrub the tank. And then once it's clean after about 48 hours, you can do like a large 50 or 60 or 75% water change. And I'm going to do a 75-gallon water change on this tank, because honestly, with how busy I've been for the past 2 months, I haven't been able to do water changes. So this tank's been without a water change, and it still looks decent. I really didn't do much for this video. I just cleaned the glass, and I didn't even really do a good job. There's still algae growing on the back, but this tank, it just kind of stays consistent. It doesn't really need much. I mean, with the algae and the mud down there growing, it takes a lot of the nutrients out, and I don't really have any problems. Knock on wood. I turned my lights down to 50%, and what that's done is it stopped the light from blinking. It happens every once in a while, but I know some of the viewers seen that I had problems with my lights, and I still may get some new lights, because this coral right here, I fragged it over 10 or 15 times, and it's shadowing the frog spawn down here, and a lot of these mushrooms down here are only getting parts of light. It's just being overshadowed by this big coral right here. It's just hogging up the whole light. So I may get some supplementary lighting, like a strip light to go across the tank. But as I said on a previous video, I'm probably going to be moving in 2 years. But my plan is to set up a very large reef system at my new house. I'm not going to be doing any more tanks for the next 2 years, but I just wanted to give you guys an update. And right now I'm using all those bacterial products and scrubbing the tank. And what I'll do is I'll do an update video in 48 hours from now, showing you how clean the tank looks after using those products. But this is my reef tank after 2 years with no skimmer, no problems. If you guys have any questions, list them in the comments, and subscribe and like this video so I can spread the word. Peace.